If you have a record and think Indianapolis won't hire you, that's not actually the problem. The problem is most people apply to the wrong side of the Indianapolis job market. Indy is one of the largest logistics hubs in the Midwest, and thousands of operational jobs open and close every single week. In this video, I'll show you which Indianapolis jobs quietly hire people with records every week, and which ones waste your time. Indianapolis isn't a prestige city, it's a throughput city. Freight, warehouses, manufacturing, airport cargo, distribution corridors. And those jobs operate very differently than downtown corporate offices, licensed professions, or highly screened public roles. If you don't understand that difference, rejection feels personal, even when it isn't. Here's the truth about Indianapolis hiring. Indy doesn't hire based on image. It hires based on coverage and movement. Here's why that matters. Indiana ranks first in the nation for interstate highway access, with 5 major interstates running through and intersecting in this state. That's not trivia. That's why distribution centers are here. Warehouses need shifts filled. Freight operations need reliability. Construction sites need labor. Hospitals need facilities. Staff. When an economy is built on distribution, employers evaluate risk differently. That doesn't mean automatic hiring. It means role-specific review. And strategy matters more than volume. In a minute, I'll explain the biggest mistake people make when they search Indiana jobs with a felony. Because most applicants focus on the most screened roles and ignore the industrial corridors where most of the real hiring happens. But first, you need to understand how Indianapolis is structured. You can't job search Indy like it's one zip code. Here's the real map. South and southeast Indianapolis, along the I-65 and I-70 corridors, Greenwood, Whiteland, Franklin. Massive distribution centers, trucking hubs, warehouse clusters. This is one of the largest logistics concentrations in the Midwest. The airport and FedEx hub zone, Indianapolis International Airport, is home to one of the largest FedEx Express hubs in the world. Plainfield and the West Side have cargo operations, vendors, and contractors. Northwest Indianapolis industrial parks, Zionsville, Brownsburg, and areas near I-465. Manufacturing, packaging, and food processing operations. Downtown and North Meridian Corridor, corporate offices, finance, healthcare administration, heavier centralized screening for most roles. Speedway and the West Side. Event-related hospitality around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, plus industrial operations. And here's the truth most people avoid. If you rely on IndyGo, Indianapolis's public transit system, your options depend heavily on which routes you can access. The Red Line Rapid Transit runs north-south through downtown, but many logistics corridors require other transportation. If you apply only to corporate job boards, you're competing in the most filtered layer of the market. Most of Indy's hiring volume doesn't happen there. Here's something important to understand about Indiana. Indiana does not have a statewide ban-the-box law for all private employers. Public employers have limitations on when criminal history can be considered. Indiana does offer expungement for certain eligible offenses after specific waiting periods. Expungement in Indiana can seal records from public view in qualifying cases, but not all offenses qualify. Licensing barriers exist for certain regulated professions. But here's what matters. Many warehouse, logistics, construction, and facilities roles are not regulated professions. They are operational roles, and operational roles are often evaluated differently. And regarding the Work Opportunity Tax Credit, WOTC, this is a federal program that gives employers a tax break for hiring you. While the WOTC program is currently in a federal hiatus as of early 2026, the 28-day deadline still applies. If employers are interested, they can still submit your paperwork now. That way, they can claim the credit retroactively once Congress reauthorizes the program. Know your eligibility, but don't assume every employer requires record clearance. You are offering labor and reliability. When people think Indianapolis jobs, they think corporate offices, insurance companies, healthcare administration, government roles. Those are some of the most screened roles in the city. But that's not how most of Indy works. Indianapolis is powered by distribution centers, freight and trucking, airport cargo operations, manufacturing plants, construction sites, healthcare facilities support. Many of these jobs are filled through staffing companies and decentralized hiring managers, not centralized HR filters. That distinction changes everything. So what does intentional actually mean in Indianapolis? It means separating corporate roles from corridor roles, targeting industrial zones instead of prestige addresses, using staffing agencies, strategically understanding which jobs require licensing and which do not. And case by case from the employer's side. That means someone's reading your application and weighing the role, the offense, and how long ago it happened. Give them something to work with. Strategy beats volume, every time. As we go through these pathways, listen carefully, because some of the most stable jobs in Indianapolis are the ones most people overlook. Number 1. Indianapolis is a logistics powerhouse. Major interstate intersections make it one of the most important distribution cities in the Midwest. South Indy and the I-70 corridor, Greenwood, Whiteland, Franklin, are filled with fulfillment centers. Retail distribution, medical supply warehouses, food distribution facilities. These operations run 24/7. Overnight shifts are common. Turnover is constant. One important note: background check criteria can vary by individual vendor, even if they work in the same building. Always ask about the specific contractor's policy. Employers often prioritize attendance, shift reliability, safety compliance. If the warehouse needs coverage, and you show up consistently, that matters. Now, the airport ecosystem is similar to warehousing, but with one key difference: security layers. Let me explain. Number 2. Indianapolis International Airport is home to one of the largest FedEx Express hubs in the world. But the opportunity isn't just with FedEx. The airport area, Plainfield and the West Side, supports cargo vendors, ground support contractors, cleaning crews, food service vendors, warehouse staging. Again, background check criteria vary by vendor. Some roles require security clearance. Others, especially contractor-based roles, operate differently. Know the difference before you apply. Coming up, a transit pathway most people completely miss. Number 3. Indianapolis continues to grow. Residential developments, commercial builds, infrastructure projects. From downtown development to new construction in Fishers, Carmel, and Noblesville, there's steady demand for general labor, material handling, site prep, cleanup crews, equipment staging. Many of these are subcontractor-hired roles. Supervision is built in. Work is visible. Reliability keeps you employed. Coming up, healthcare and hospitality pathways that operate behind the scenes. Number 4. Northwest Indy and surrounding counties have strong manufacturing footprints. Packaging plants, food production facilities, equipment assembly, automotive suppliers. These environments are structured and safety-driven. Many hire through staffing agencies first. Consistency matters. Time since offense matters. Pattern matters. Healthcare is different from manufacturing. The work is less physically demanding, but the screening can be more layered. Here's how support roles work. Number 5. Indianapolis has a significant healthcare footprint. IU Health, Indiana University Health, is one of the largest health systems in Indiana, with Methodist Hospital downtown and multiple facilities across the region. Eskenazi Health serves as the public safety net hospital for Marion County. Community Health Network has hospitals throughout the metro area. Ascension St. Vincent has facilities across Indianapolis and surrounding counties. Clinical roles are selective, but support roles include environmental services, laundry and linen, food service, facilities support, patient transport, often hired through contractors, stable schedules, structured supervision. Now, hospitality shares some overlap with healthcare support, but the hiring rhythm is different. Healthcare is steady year-round. Hospitality spikes around events. Here's how that works in Indy. Number 6. Indianapolis has a significant hospitality and events sector. Downtown has the Indiana Convention Center and Lucas Oil Stadium. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway brings massive seasonal event work. Gainbridge Fieldhouse hosts concerts and sporting events year-round. These venues and surrounding hotels need housekeeping, kitchen support, event setup and teardown, custodial staff, facilities support. Back-of-house roles prioritize reliability. Showing up consistently matters. Number 7. Indianapolis has a significant higher education presence. IUPUI, Indiana University, Purdue University. Indianapolis is downtown. Butler University is on the north side. Marian University is on the west side. Ivy Tech Community College has multiple campuses across the region. These institutions need support staff for custodial services, dining services, facilities support, grounds maintenance. Many of these roles are filled through contractors, but they offer structure, steady schedules, and stability. Transit is similar to campus support. Both involve facilities and operations work. But transit has one extra layer, driving record requirements for some roles. Here's the reality. Number 8. Here's one most people miss. IndyGo, Indianapolis's public transit system, operates buses across Marion County, including the Red Line Rapid Transit. Here's the key distinction. Transit contractors often have different hiring standards than the municipal government itself. The city may have one set of requirements, but the vendor running the depot or cleaning the vehicles operates under different policies. Transit contractors hire for vehicle cleaning, depot support, facilities work, station maintenance. But second chance doesn't mean no check. Transit contractors typically perform criminal background checks and may require motor vehicle record reviews for certain roles. These frequencies can vary by specific vendor and contract, so check with your specific contractor for their current policy. If you can pass a standard safety screening, these roles are stable with room for advancement. This is exactly why staying until the end matters. Most people never hear about pathways like this. In a moment, your exact next steps, including specific resources. Number 9. Apartment communities, office buildings, and commercial properties across Indianapolis need groundskeeping, janitorial, light maintenance, building operations support. This is true across the metro, from downtown to Carmel, to Greenwood to the west side. Consistent schedules, individual review. Let's be clear. Second chance hiring does not mean guaranteed hiring. It means role-specific review, structured supervision, evaluation based on consistency. Anyone promising automatic hiring isn't being honest. The gap between justice-impacted individuals and employment isn't ability. It's access and strategy. If you've been rejected repeatedly in Indianapolis, pause before blaming yourself. The issue is usually strategy, not eligibility. We've seen applicants rejected downtown get hired within 2 weeks in Greenwood logistics corridors. Same record, different system. When you understand how Indy hires, you stop being just another applicant and start becoming a strategic candidate. Here's what actually works in Indianapolis. 1. Contact Employ Indy. This is Marion County's Workforce Development Board. They operate Work One Indy career centers across the city. Work One Indy East on Shadeland Avenue, Work One Indy Northwest on West 86th Street, Work One Indy West on Rockville Road. Ask specifically about re-entry services and employer connections. You can also connect through Indiana Career Connect, the state's online job matching system, at indianacareerconnect.com. 2. Separate corporate roles from corridor roles. Corporate offices are heavily screened. Warehouses, logistics operations, and facilities hire for coverage. 3. Apply where supervision is built in. Supervised environments evaluate differently than autonomous roles. 4. Use staffing agencies strategically, especially for warehouse and manufacturing roles. 5. Understand Indiana expungement eligibility, but don't assume clearance is required for operational roles. Many warehouse and facilities jobs don't require sealed records. 6. Focus on targeted applications instead of mass applying. 10 strategic applications outperform 100 random ones. Small steps, focused energy. That's how this works. Felon-friendly jobs now exists to organize second-chance job pathways by city, honestly and clearly. We don't promise outcomes. We don't make up numbers. And we don't send people into systems that were never designed to accept them. We map the parts of each city that actually move. Indianapolis resources, employer pathways, and record relief information are linked in the description. No email required. No paywall. Indianapolis is not closed to people with records. It's structured. Warehouses need coverage. Airports need support. Manufacturing runs daily. Facilities require maintenance. The doors are there. You just have to know which ones to walk through. When you understand the system, the job search stops feeling random and starts moving forward. If this helped you focus your search, share it with someone in the Indianapolis area who needs clarity. Clear information leads to better outcomes.